Hi and hello, welcome to online biology classes because of Ideal Others Educational Institution Andiur. So I am Sadish Kumar going to be take down the class regarding the reproductive glands, is otherwise called in gonads, from unit number 16, plant and animal hormone. This is the last topic of unit number 16, uh, reproductive glands and thymus gland. So this is the diagrammatic representation which is explained with the two type of glands which is located on our gonad system or reproductive system. One is called an testes and another one is called an ovary. The testes which means for the male reproductive system, and the ovary which is meant for an female reproductive system. Then the sex glands are the two types, the testes and ovaries. The testes are present in the male while the ovaries are present in the female. So we are known already, we are studied from 8th standard syllabus in the topic of aging and adolescence. That time they are give some kind of basic introduction regarding the reproductive system, the testes and ovary. So the testes which is present in the male, by the same time the ovary are present in the female. Then the testes, the testes are the reproductive gland for the male. So the pair of testes which is located on the lower abdominal cavity, then they are composed of three major parts and one accessory parts. The seminiferous tubule which is in the form of coil like structure. They are in the threatened like structure which is available in the each testes. Then the leading cells, the leading cells is one of the important cell which is produced by the sperms, and the sterolized cells which are located on the testes. Again I tell you, the four important parts are available in the testes. Number one is called seminiferous tubules, number two is called an leading cells, and number three is called an sterolized cells. Then this is the diagrammatic representation of this testes. The testes which is ovoid in shape, they are covered with the scrotal sac. We are already studied about 8th standard syllabus, and by the same time the 9th standard syllabus also they have the same topic, reproductive organ system of animals. That time they are given the three important organ system. One is called an digestive system, second one is called an excretory system, and third one is called an reproductive system. The reproductive system they are explained very clearly about male and female reproductive system. The continuation we are going to be seen with a very limited amount from this topic. So the vas deferens, body of epididymis, the tail of epididymis, then seminiferous tubule. I already told you the seminiferous tubule is a coil like structure which is available in the inside of the testes, and the leading cells are the endocrine part of the testes. So one more question, all the parts they are not produced by the reproductive cells, by the only the leading cells are produced by the reproductive cells because it is a part of the endocrine system. They are secrete the male sex hormone is called testosterone. Testosterone is a male sex hormone. Only one sex hormone is produced by the male, that is called testosterone. Important one more question. And next one we are going to be seeing about the elaborate functions of testosterone. What are the process and what are the function which is done by the testosterone? We are going to be seeing these functions of testosterone. First one, it is influence the process of spermatogenesis. So spermatogenesis is nothing but formation or secretion or production of the sperm cell from the testes, which is getting after the adolescence of the any kind of particular person. Then it stimulate the protein synthesis and control the muscular growth. So the sperm cell which consists of large quantity of protein, so the testosterone which is control and stimulate the protein synthesis and control the muscular growth. And third point, it is responsible for the secondary sexual characters. So secondary sexual character, so only in the early childhood we are in the form of children. So it's a distribution of the hair on the body and face. So development of the external development like hair. Then deep voice pattern, so the voice changes, it will be, it takes place on attain the adolescence, which is explained from the because of the testosterone. And the second one we are going to be seeing about the female reproductive organ, ovary. The ovaries are the female glands, is located in the pelvic cavity of the abdomen. So it is available on the pelvic cavity. two ovaries are available in the either side. Then they are secreted by the three different types of hormone. From our textbook, they are given with only the two type of hormone. Number one is called estrogen. So estrogen, two more spelling, OESTROGEN. It is also a correct spelling. And ESTROGEN, estrogen, it is also used in the common terminology. So estrogen and progesterone, two hormone we are described here. Then another one type of hormone is that is called relaxin. So the relaxin hormone is secreted only at the time of delivery. So all kinds of normal delivery or natural delivery which is done by the relaxin hormone. The relaxin hormone which is done in the process of enlargement of or relaxation of muscle at the time of delivery, which is stimulated by the hormone relaxin. And first one we are going to be seeing about the estrogen. Estrogen is produced by the Graafian follicle. It is an important question. So estrogen is secreted by the Graafian follicle of the ovary. Graafian follicle of the ovary. And progesterone formed from the corpus luteum, that is formed in the ovary of ruptured follicle during the ovulation. So during the ovulation is nothing but the egg cells are released from the ovary is called an ovulation, which is takes place on only once during the month. It is getting after the puberty. And the functions of estrogen. So estrogen also controlled by some kind of changes in our body cell. So it's a bring about the changes occurring during the puberty. So it is stimulate and bring about the changes the puberty, that getting a adolescence. It initiate the process of oogenesis. So already we are seen about the spermatogenesis. So spermatogenesis, that means formation of the sperm cell, and oogenesis, that is formation of the egg cell. And it stimulates the maturation of ovary and follicles in the ovary. So each and every month the development of ovary and follicles in the ovary, it promote the development of secondary sexual character. It's a breast development, high pitched of voice changes which is takes place normally in the female, which is controlled by the hormone estrogen. Again I told you, estrogen which is maintained by four different functions. Number one, puberty. Number two, oogenesis. And number three, maturation of ovary and follicle. And number four, development of the secondary sexual character. And the next hormone which is secreted by the ovary, that is called progesterone. So the progesterone also controlled some of the basic function. It is responsible for the premenstrual changes in the uterus. So that is the uterus, it is one of the important organ which is carried, and the implantation process takes place on the early embryo. So implantation is nothing but the egg cells, they are getting after the fertilization, they are converted into the diploid cell. The diploid cell is undergo for continuous cell division. It is developed into the fetus. Fetus is nothing but it is a baby. The baby is safely located inside of the uterus. Then the premenstrual development or changes is done by the process of progesterone. Without progesterone, the uterus cannot be developed. Then pre-appears of the uterus for the implantation of the embryo. So implantation அப்படின்னா பதிகிறதுன்னு அர்த்தம். கரு வந்து ஒரு இடத்துல போய் ஒட்டுறது, அதுக்கு பேர் என்ன சொல்றோம், implantation of the embryo to maintain the pregnancy. So due to the concentration or due to the level of progesterone, the pregnancy is maintained. Without progesterone, the pregnancy cannot be takes place. So it is essential for formation of the placenta. So formation of placenta, two important event, placenta and umbilical cord. So the placenta is developed by the process of the progesterone. And the next hormone and last hormone of the endocrine system, the thymus gland. So the thymus gland is located in the thoracic region, in between the two lungs and upper the region of the heart, in between the two lungs. So this is one side, this is the another side, then this is the heart, then the round region, that is called thymus, the either side of the lungs and upper region of the heart, it is located for the thymus gland. So the thymus gland also consists of two lobe, right lobe and left lobe. And the thymus is partially is an endocrine gland and partially is a lymphoid gland. So we are already seen about two type of glands. So the pancreas, which play the dual role, one is called exocrine and endocrine. By the same time, it is a second gland, the thymus gland. It is partially endocrine and partially lymphoid. So lymphoid is nothing but they are secretion of the lymphocyte. If you are going for the higher classes, the immunology topic, and BBS also having immunology topic. So that topic we are discussed about in very briefly regarding the lymphoid system. It is located on the upper part of the chest, is covering the lower end of the trachea. So upper part of the chest and covering the lower end, that is the end of the trachea. A presence of the thymus gland, which was secreted by the special type of the hormone that is called thymosin. So hormone is secreted by the thymus gland. And the functions of thymosin, so it is stimulatory the effect of immune system. So one more question, the endocrine gland which was having contact with the immune system, that is called thymus. The thymus, they have the contact with the immune system and they are stimulate the immune function, that is called body protecting mechanism. That means they are developed by the T4 lymphocyte and white blood cell to protect our body with any kind of infection or disease. Then it stimulates the production of differentiation of the lymphocytes. So different types of lymphocytes are available in our body, lymphocyte, monocyte, like that. Then all things are differentiated by means of the hormone thymosin. The next one we are going to be seeing what are the things we are seeing from the previous classes about the lesson number 16, plant and animal hormone. First one we are seeing about the plant hormone. The axons are produced at the tip of the stem and root from where they are migrate the zone of elongation. So axon where it was produced and how it was done, the elongation we are seeing. And second hormone, the cytokines, the plant hormone promote the cell division or cytokinesis. So cell division, that means the one cell is divided into two cell is divided into four. The continuous multiplication process which is controlled by the plant hormone cytokinins. And the gibberellins induce the formation of the seedless fruit, the parthenocarpic fruit, I already told you, without act as a fertilization. And the special type of hormone, that is a growth inhibitor hormone, the abscisic acid, is a growth inhibitor which regulate the abscission and dormancy. It is increase the tolerance of the plant and various kinds of stresses. And the ethylene is a gaseous plant hormone. It is mainly concerned with the maturation and ripening of the fruit. So I already told you which is a gaseous hormone, ethylene, which is done in the process of ripening. And by the same time, after the ripening only, we are getting down into the aromatic smell of any type of fruits. And a human endocrine system, the pituitary gland regulate the control of other endocrine glands, and so it is called a master gland. So I already give you the explanation. Then the hormone is secreted by the thyroid gland, that is called T3 and T4 thyroxine hormone. Then the parathormone is act as a bone in kidney intestine to maintain the blood calcium level, which is secreted by the parathyroid gland. And pancreas is secreting insulin and glucagon to maintain the blood glucose level. It is called a dual gland. And the next one, the adrenal cortex is secreted by the cortisol and aldosterone, and adrenal medulla also secrete the epinephrine and norepinephrine. The epinephrine and norepinephrine is collectively is called an emergency hormone, and cortisol is called an life-saving hormone. Then lastly we are seeing about the sex glands, or of the two types of testes and ovaries, which is secreted the testosterone and estrogen respectively. Then by the same time, I already told you one more hormone, that is a relaxin, which is produced only at the time of delivery to elaborate and elongation of loosening of the muscles. So up to that we have successfully completed unit number 16, plant and animal hormone. So thanking you to watching these videos with regards with Sadish Kumar, because of Ideal and others educational institution. Once if you are like this video, please make like and subscribe this video. Thank you very much.